Hello, Gemini. I'm going to do your mid-November reading. First, let me apologize for the time it's taking for me to post this video. I have family over and I have children, and it gets pretty loud in here, so it's been a little difficult for me to find time and space to meditate, because I need to meditate over the cards. I need to meditate before I do it in order to feel like I'm connected to what it is I'm reading. So again, I'm apologetic, but we're gonna jump right in. I started shuffling before I even turned the camera on, but I'm gonna shuffle a few more times on camera. So this is just a mid-month, but I'll be back in December. But we are going to do your general reading. So God, show me the general reading for Gemini mid-November. Gemini mid-November. Gemini mid-November. Show me Gemini mid-November. All right, see this? Couldn't get the card through. That tells me I need to stop. All right. So we have your central issue. We have the foundation, the past, what covers you, and the near future and or outcome. So in the center, we have the Nine of Earth. Another sign got this as well. I think it was Aries. We have the star in your foundation. We have the sun in your past. We have the empress in what covers you or crowns this reading. And we have the King of Earth as a near future / outcome card. This looks really good so far. The base of your reading is probably the best I've done thus far. These are all great, bright cards. The Nine of Earth is a card of luxury. The star is hopeful. It's, wish fulfilling. It's definitely positive. It's an optimistic card. The sun is also, it can be, some clarity in the past, but clarity is also awesome no matter what the circumstances are. It's nice to be clear on what it is that you're looking forward to, or the situations that you've been a part of. We have the Empress, and this lady is about abundance. She has everything. She is life. She nurtures. We have the King of Earth, and he's a very stable character in the tarot court cards. So we're going to start clarification so that I can find out what it is that this is about. This is already such a good reading that I'm afraid to clarify it. Like, these are really great cards. But I'm definitely going to clarify it because that's what allows us to get the details that we need in the reading. So I'm going to put these here. I'm going to clarify with my, my trusty deck, the the Tarot Illuminati. This is my go-to tarot deck for clarification, okay? I shuffled it off screen, but I'm going to shuffle it again. Now, I'm going to ask for clarification for each card. So please, Father God, clarify the mind of Earth. Father God, clarify the mind of Earth. Oh, that one jumped. We have the Two of Pentacles. I like to pull 3 cards for each card to complete a story. So I'm going to try to pull 2 more. Please clarify the mind of Earth. Please clarify the mind of Earth. Whoa. Alright, that was a lot, but that one jumped far. We have Temperance. I'm going to look for one more. Oh God, please clarify the mind of Earth. Alright, this turned over in the deck. We have the World. All right, so as I stated in the beginning, the Nine of Cards is a nice card of luxury. It's usually a card of people who are enjoying their life. It seems like there was some sort of balance issue that you had, because I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles and I'm looking at Temperance, and these are both cards about balance and, you know, picking and choosing. If you look at the cards, you can see that both entities are, you know, kind of weighing, going back and forth on the items in their hand. So it looks to me like you quite possibly could have been in a period where you weren't so sure about something, but then you found some completion in it. So where you were unsure in the past, you know, you're kind of sure of yourself. This is actually really good, because the Nine of Earth is a card of confidence. So where you once didn't have much, people who are indecisive are not entirely sure about which way they're going to go, obviously. But it seems like you definitely made a decision because there was some completion in a cycle. And that left you in a place of feeling good. I'm really happy to see this combination together, because Temperance is also a card of healing, which means that something has been healed. This is good. It seems like you've been liberated from a situation that was causing you probably past strain, because being indecisive just doesn't feel good at all. So I'm sure that, you know, you guys found some completion in that notion. Let's clarify the star. The star is a card of hope. It's optimism. The star kind of gets you what you want, you know. And like I said, this reading already looks so amazing in the middle. You guys are looking really good. This middle path is your current circumstances. Okay. Let's clarify the star. God, please. Please excuse the screaming children. I have daughters, and you know they get frustrated with each other. Oh my God, please clarify the star. All right, I'm one of those people who shuffles until something falls out, so please bear with me. I know it can be anxiety ridden, but you know, I kind of want to trust spirit in that regard. All right, so Father God, please clarify the star for me. Please clarify the star for me. Oh, that went really far. Ooh. All right, we have the Hierophant and we have the Two of Cups. Hold on a second, this is looking good. Let's clarify. I'm gonna get one more card. I like to read cards to complete a story, so God, please clarify the star for me. God, please clarify the star for me. All right. Ooh. All right. Some of you are in an amazing place. It seems like you came out of a tumultuous situation and have found yourself in some sort of relationship. And I mean, it's not just a relationship, it's a really good one. We have the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the Wheel. Like, this relationship is really something that's in your favor. It seems like maybe in the past things weren't going the way that you needed it to go. And it could be a situation where, you know, maybe you or your partner, you're already coupled up in some circumstances. Maybe you guys went through something and you had to do a lot of soul searching. You had to clear out a lot of the mess. And now you guys are really on track in the best way. This is beautiful, because remember, the star is a card of optimism and hope. Like, this feels like an amazing reading so far. So you found yourself in a relationship, or you're quite honestly hoping for this type of relationship based on what your past experience has been. It hasn't been the greatest, so you're hoping that the wheels are turning in your favor and that you find the relationship that you want. Okay, let's clarify the Sun. Please clarify the Sun. Oh, that's a jumper. You have Justice. I want to make sure that you guys can see that. Okay, good. Please clarify the Sun. That's a flipper. It flipped in the deck. I just want you guys to see that. The Hangman. One more. Please clarify the Sun. we have the Ten of Cups. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like some of you are in some really, really amazing relationships, but it might be that way only after going through some circumstances. Justice says that perhaps you had to make a decision after, being in suspension for a while. That's what the hangman represents. Really taking the time to think about what it is that's going on, or to think about what it is that you want. And you got some clarity in that regard. So if it was a relationship that sucked in the past, you made a decision. You were like, no, I'm not dealing with that, because I understand what I'm supposed to be looking for. I understand what I want. And this is what I want. I want the happy family. I want the happy life. The others of you who are in relationships, it looks like you guys are kind of just grateful for what it is that you have going on. Like, you really are, because you understand that things could have been worse, because you were probably in worse circumstances, because Justice has to stand there with her sword. She's pretty strong. She's pretty dominant. So you understand that you have really great circumstances right now. You're clear on that. And that's what it says. You were clear. You understand that you should have been looking for things that were more optimistic, or you understood that you weren't going to settle for anything less than something that's a happy time or something that's optimistic, okay? We're going to clarify the Empress. Guys, please clarify the Empress. Whoa. We have the Devil. That's unexpected. All right. Father God, please clarify the Empress. Father God, please clarify the Empress. Father God, please clarify the Empress. Come on. Wow. All right. Two cards jumped out, and I needed 3 to complete the story. So in addition to the Devil, we have Judgment, and we also have the Emperor. And we have this over the Empress card. Now, the Emperor and the Empress are together in this reading, which says to me that this is once again a reading about couples, a couple, or relationship. It looks like in the past you were in a relationship that had you feeling kind of bogged down. It felt like a situation where you were being controlled, because the Emperor, that dude is about control. He's going to control the circumstances. But then you got yourself a wake-up call, and you realized what your worth was. You understood that you needed to be kinder to yourself, kinder to your thoughts, and you needed to work on what it is your needs were in these circumstances. So you kind of prioritized yourself. You took yourself away from this situation. You were like, listen, you can't do this. You can't be this. You see the angel, the horn is over here. You can't be this. And the Judgment card, if you notice, the angel is in the opposite direction of the Emperor. So you kind of turned your back on the situation. You were like, no, I'm not going to do this. This is wrong. I'm going to turn away from this, right? Because these are pretty much the same cards. These are cards of control. So you took yourself away from a controlling situation. This is actually pretty awesome. This is such a good reading so far. Now, the King of Earth. Let's clarify him. Some of you have found yourself with an earth sign, or will find yourself with an earth sign. Perhaps this is somebody that you want potentially, and they can be, obviously an earth sign. So it's going to be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. So it doesn't necessarily have to be their sun sign. All right. So God, please clarify the King of Air. have the Princess of Cups. This is definitely a love offering. This is an amazing card to couple with this King of Earth. This is a card, the King of Earth is a sign of stability anyway. And then the Princess of Cups is a love offering. This is an amazing reading. I'm going to pull two more. God, please clarify the King of Earth. We have the Four of Cups. Hold on. And the Two of Swords. All right. For those of you who have not found yourself in this situation yet, you haven't found yourself in a coupled relationship, there is love being offered. The issue is you may not be looking at who they are. You may not understand, notice, or you may not be accepting what it is their love is. Because of your past circumstances or situations in the relationship that you were in, you have done the soul searching. You really have. Quite honestly, Gemini, you have really been taking care of yourself internally according to this reading, and that's amazing. But in my own experience, sometimes you take care of yourself so well that you kind of block out the rest of the world and you don't realize what it is that's being offered because you've become so used to, kind of being alone and settling into your thoughts and working on you and empowering you that you don't realize and you don't see that there's somebody right there. And this is what this is saying to me. For those of you who haven't found someone, they're there. They're already in there. And they're going to make an offer to you within the next 2 weeks. This is what the energy of the reading is. So this Taurus is here. Or here are the other circumstances. They want to make this offer to you, but they're afraid that it's not something that you are going to want. Or they're afraid that it's not something that you're going to see. Because if you look at the Four of Cups, here's a hand offering this cup, offering this love, but the man is looking away from it. And the Two of Swords is a card of, indecision. It's a stalemate. It's, being kind of afraid. But what I'm really focused on here is the moon. And the moon is, all about revelation. And I feel like they may be afraid to reveal what their feelings are to you, okay? But Gemini, this is an amazing reading. You can have love if you want it. If you guys are already coupled, you are coupled in an amazing relationship. There's no foul play going on here. If anything, there's just, a little fear or, a little anxiety around whether or not a love offering is going to be accepted. But this is pure. This is beautiful. And I wish it was my reading, but unfortunately it's not. But these are your energies in the next 2 weeks. This person quite honestly wants to talk to you. They do, but they're so afraid to do so. They've stopped the communication, but they want to talk to you. They really, really want to talk to you. They want to offer you this love, but they are so afraid that you're going to turn your back on it. So be open to this person around you. Pay attention to your surroundings because look at this card. The Princess of Cups. The love is there. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. It really is. Like this relationship, the relationship that's in the base, the one where the star is, where this relationship is amazing, is here. It's coming within the next 2 weeks. So you're either already in contact with this person or you'll be in contact with this person, okay? But you definitely have something amazing coming on the horizon. So thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonates with you, please comment below. I love seeing your comments. You can like this video, share it, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll see you in December.